Welcome in. I'm spirit led, cornbread fed. I am the Arcana Angel. Whatever species you identify with today, bring yourself on in here, because whoever finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor from the Lord. And upon my studies, I realized the Lord could be anything that have authority or power in your life. It could even be the bread holder. The bread keeper is what it said for the Lord. So come on in, giving honor, of course, to the Most High, inviting in the spirit of wisdom and truth, inviting you in to break these energies down like a pound. Whoso finds a wife. See, that's the thing that got me. At first, it was like he who finds a wife, but that's over time the interpretation, he that finds a wife. But if you go back, and that's one of the energies of today, the ram energy, right? The strong truth. Not just the strong truth, but aged old wisdom. The waning crescent is asking us to think about the most aged and wise wisdom. And when I went back and read the scripture, it didn't say he. The oldest scripture I go back as far as the King James Version, like one of the first translations of the tablets and the words. And it was like, whosoever finds a wife, whosoever. Whosoever is anybody. Whosoever is not just the men, but it's whoever. Whosoever recognizes, whosoever discovers that they are speaking with a wife or in the presence of a wife, whosoever thinks and considers these things will find favor. And I thought that was great because it gave more revelation to the situation. So we gonna break this thing on down. Like I said, the ram energy came out, emperor energy, right? Masculine energy. But then we also had the feminine energy that came out in the Ten of Pentacles under the buffalo. A couple of things that stood out was, of course, the ram. It has those yellow horns, blue eyes, and it's running, and it's red, and it made me feel like that's the stability, the foundation, right? It's like whoever the masculine energy is may be relying on a strong foundation, running in confidence with something strong, right? Powered by a strong foundation. Ancestor energy came out a lot, and I was thinking about the description box. The description box have a lot of blood energies, like how to clean your blood and increase your blood, and go to check out the description box. But that made me think about the ancestors. So it's a lot of ancestral energy that came out. But it came out under like, do you know your ancestors? Or are you considering your ancestors? He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. That's exactly what we talking about, right? Whosoever, man or woman or child, whosoever finds a wife. Whosoever. Says the one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. I love that. That's a proverb. Proverbs 19:8. The scripture that I went back to is Proverbs 18 and 22. So it's progressing. That's what God wants us to do. He wants us to progress for the best. And I like that energy. Proverbs. I looked up what Proverbs meant. In Proverbs, it said it's a general truth, a piece of advice or a precept, a general rule to regulate thought or behavior. And when we talk about the Bible, we're talking about one of the first books of living, right? Basic instructions. Like this is one of the most basic instructions that was given. 8 energy is like Spirit is saying, remain open, because whoever finds and gets this wisdom and cherishes it will prosper. And ain't that what we want? Prosper. We want to prosper. Good health, good, well, healthy in all areas of our life. Today is a 12th day. So that breaks down to the 3, but the 12 is a time for transformation, constructive, and approaching with a new outlook. As you can see, it could be a divine masculine approaching a divine feminine, right? Running fast towards a divine feminine. This divine feminine, though, she's not necessarily in the best place. You see how her legs are not the same size, like something about her stability or her foundation. He's standing on a strong foundation. Her foundation, she might not be feeling so strong, right? Supported, right? Or just being hindered to move, feeling like things are just so strong that she cannot move. Her eyes are red. Her eyes are red, and he running towards that power, towards that leadership. I feel like they both, the divine masculine is running towards expansion, and divine feminine is definitely looking at that. So I wanted to pull a couple of cards to see where we are. Of course, we go pull the 4 C's, the cows, while we hear the cost, the catch, because it's always a catch, and we are going to pull the change, and they'll just give us a basic, somewhere to go, because it's a lot of energies for today. Amazing truths. 2222, and 22. When you see 4 2s in a row, yes, things are lining up for you, but Spirit is asking you to pause and reflect, just like that buffalo energy. The buffalo is saying pause and consider your relationships that sustain you. One of them is the wife. Who have you ran across? It says that the favor is God's support. Favor is kindness that you don't necessarily deserve. If she ain't feeling supportive or supported, then maybe she's not considering the things that she should be considering. So we're going to pull. The Spirit is asking us to have confidence in ourselves, in our truths, in our foundations, right? So let's break this down just a little bit. He says he's trying to give us some relief from tension. We are here, goddess of the moon. Things that are unknown sometimes are needed to be kept unknown, right? Moon energy. Spirit is saying, be realistic, right? Play your role. Be realistic and play your role. Woman holding a coin, divine feminine. Be realistic. Changes are coming. The cows, the goddess of the moon, the coast, the 5th chakra. That's that blue, the conversation, right? That masculine got his eyes either focused on something that somebody said or needing to say. This conversation is definitely going to cost somebody something. Let's see, the catch. What's the catch? Finances. That's what he said. He wants us to prosper. Whoever cherishes this understanding and receives this knowledge will soon prosper. So the catch is you might have been in financial constraints, or because you haven't been considering, you may be. I know, right, Edward? Put your trust in God. Jesus Christ is not God. Jesus Christ himself, so many times in this Bible, he said that he came to do his Father's work. He came to do God's work. So he don't even call himself a God. That's why he got crucified, because people kept trying to make him claim to be the God, the Most High. And he wasn't. He kept refusing it. Remember, embrace the understanding that you need, the new perspective that you need to prepare so that you can prosper, because a lot of people are having financial constraints because lack of understanding. But that's why we're here today, to break down the barriers. Today is an 85 day. As soon as I saw 85, it made me think 85 South. Shout out to the 85 South boys, right? But it made me think of the South, and that's South Node energy. Those are things that we do need to overcome so that we can elevate, that we can rise and get clarity. So let's see what the change gonna be. What's the hook gonna be? Blessings trying to get through. I told you, blessings trying to get through. Understanding, cleansing, emotional understanding. It says overcoming obstacles. The sun is a sign that everything is gonna be well. It is gonna work out. You will have new understanding, and this new understanding is gonna bring a more prosperous lifestyle for you. So we like that energy. The sun is coming out as the one, the beginning. This is the beginning of something special for a lot of people. Let's see, underlying energy. Oh, the seed community, yes. So many communities have deceived people, right? Especially in religious communities, right? Because like I said, interpretations, I went back to the most aged wisdom that I could find was the King James Version. But it's been so many different versions printed, and they have changed it to he. It could be a masculine, they got a choice between three, but maybe recognizing the one that he do want, right? Oh, look at this. What's holding on? Two of Cups. Yeah, Two of Cups energy. It's a masculine that definitely knows which one is the one. Somebody could already been let go. Feminine energy holding on to her cup, her time, her wisdom, her knowledge. But I feel like that's what's making her feel a little unstable, right? Not as optimistic as she would want to be. Third chakra, spirit said, trust your gut about these deceitful communities, right? Spirit said the Chariot, yeah, patience. Pause, remember, pause and consider the relationships. Honor generational gifts. And she holding the clock, time. Yeah, so it's definitely, like I said, that woman is definitely thinking about her. I feel like they thinking about each other. He not necessarily looking at her. He focused on his coin, which is what you want. Maybe that's why he in a more divine masculine, in a more stable position. Divine feminine, gathering wisdom, gathering facts, gathering the things that she needs to support herself. Spirit saying, just give it time. Just give it time. Oh, yes. There's another two. Two. That's the third two. It's time to expand and level up. Spirit said we go look at both sides. And I do have my divine feminine and divine masculine deck out here. I do want to break down some of these energies and see what is driving him. Because these yellow horns is some kind of knowledge that the Most High, the divine masculine, have. It's either a knowledge of a sacrifice or a reminder, right? He's reminded of some important stuff that's driving him to rush into this divine feminine. But Spirit's saying to remain humble. So let's see what this sacrifice is, or this reminder is, that the divine masculine is what's driving the divine masculine. It is driving him to explore. It's driving him to explore this divine feminine that have this weak foundation. Wow. Let's see what that's all about. The High Priestess and the Hermit. This might not be something that's out in the open. The Hermit is usually a crush, a secret lover, right? Because we did see all those secret lovers, right? Secret friendships or friendship groups, that community. But it's also somebody rethinking something, right? Somebody rethinking something. Rethinking a connection, or rethinking. We got the High Priestess. Rethinking some curiosity. It's a curiosity. It's a divine masculine that's curious about a divine feminine. What do she know? Remember, we did say divine feminine was gathering facts, gathering knowledge, gathering the things that she needed, right? Divine masculine is moving with an open heart because he want to know what is it. He looking at either looking at something somebody said or is about to say something. Remember, the the cost is the conversation. So it's either a conversation. I feel like it's a conversation that's about to be had, because usually this energy lasts from 3 to 10 days. Conversation. What about this conversation? This sacred truth, something about a sacred truth or some kind of freedom. Ooh, dum dum dum. Sacred truth or freedom. What is we talking about, spirit? What is in the eyes of this divine masculine? They got him breathing, blowing smoke. He blowing smoke. Spirit shows what we need to see. Show us what we need to see. 5 of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. No more drama. No more conflict. No more intimidation. Moving forward. Yes, it's a divine masculine that's regained his power. Right? I told you he might have left 2 energies already behind. If it was a choice between 3, like we saw in the underlying energy, he done pulled his energy back, turned his back, and is moving forward. Moving forward fiercely and fast, just like this Emperor energy is showing. Emperor energy. Moving on with an open heart. Making space. Being confident. Spirit said that this realm energy is moving from a me perspective to a we perspective. Maybe they have found a wife. Whoever finds a wife finds a good thing. Finds approval from the Most High or Lord. Whatever the Lord is in your life, whatever have authority over you, whatever is the ruler over you. But I like that energy, right? Rethinking, somebody's rethinking their actions. This divine masculine is rethinking their actions. Maybe they sacrificed the wrong person. I don't know, because the energy of today is the blank slate. It is a 0 energy moving into the new moon. And it's so funny because the waning crescent is at a 0%, and then you have the new moon at a 0. So it's like the placeholder, right? So it could have been somebody that divine masculine kept on hold. Maybe that's why this feminine's security and support is uneven, right? Maybe that's why she feels like she can't move, or she a little unstable, or she weak. We gotta break this thing on down. This is the mutual energy between the two. This red eyes. When I saw that red eyes, I thought of a couple of things. I thought of allergies. I thought of somebody could be getting high. Right, I thought somebody could be upset. I also got flight because I've been watching that beings. I don't know how much you on social media, but you know they got that murder beings trend where they doing the little dance thing to it. I'm gonna have to do a video. I was like, I gotta jump on that trend because I'm ripped that D. You know what I'm saying? But it made me think of the flight. And then it came out, 8 of Wands energy, travel by air. Red eye is a flight. So somebody could be taking a flight, planning a flight, or just doing something flighty, right? But let's see what this mutual energy, this red eye energy is. Because divine masculine, whatever it is, he moving on it. Divine feminine, she see it. She's aware of it. I wonder if divine masculine is aware of it. Ace of Cups. Didn't I say divine feminine was holding that ace, that cup? Giving attention. Something that caught the attention of the divine feminine, and maybe that's what's causing this divine masculine to rush on in, baby. Divine masculine, like, he don't want to miss his shot. Divine feminine got her eyes on this Ace of Cups, this new opportunity. This identifying in a new way, from a new place, right? Giving her undivided attention to maybe somebody else, because she's not looking at him, she's looking at somebody else. Divine masculine may feel like divine feminine is moving on because he have kept her as a placeholder, and he finding out the truth that she's not gonna be a placeholder for much longer, causing him to put everything down, put everybody down. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. Not he, whosoever. We got to change that from he to whosoever. Oh, look at this. A divine match. I told you, divine feminine, like ready to go on a journey. Divine masculine sees that. Somebody is jealous. Somebody is jealous-hearted. Jealous-hearted. A storm is coming because it's a divine feminine ready to walk away or have walked away. I feel like she haven't yet. I feel like she got things that, and they mirror, not mirroring each other, because the thinking woman and the thinking man came out. The woman holding the coin and the man holding the coin came out. This thinking man is all tied up. Maybe that's why he kept divine feminine in a placeholder state of mind. Right? Somebody's reflecting on that, though. Divine masculine reflecting on that. You understand me? He like, hell nah. He don't want nobody to get his divine feminine. He rushing in. He rushing into his divine feminine, baby. 10 of Pentacles. His 10 of Pentacles, that's strong energy. And if it's not a person, it could just be your business success, like rushing in towards success. Remember, both feminine and masculine energy are holding on to their blessings. Spirit said he wanted to give us relief from tension. It's on the way. 5 of Wands in reverse. Somebody could be breaking the ice. This is a new energy. Somebody could be breaking the ice, right? Just meeting somebody for the very first time. We go see. Let's break it on down. Let's break it on down, y'all. Let's see. I wanted to see what the divine masculine. Look, he was holding the coin. Look at him. Holding the coin right there. Confirmation rules the nation, y'all. Spirit-led, cornbread, fed. But let's see what the divine masculine needs most from this energy. Why is Spirit saying that if he finds a wife, that he finds favor? Because, and a good, not just a good thing, that's one thing that people leave out. You hear them all the time. I know you done heard it. Thumbs up if you done heard it. He that finds a wife finds a good thing. But I feel like they leave out the most important thing, and that's the favor, right? That's the kindness. That's the benevolence. That's the assistance that they needed, right? I feel like, why would you leave that part out? Because that's the catch, the financial constraints. Leaving out the part about the favor is causing financial constraints. Let's see what divine masculine needs most in this situation. Chariot card. Needs to be humble. Needs to know that even if divine feminine do have her eyes on somebody else, not to rush in. Not to rush in. I feel like fighting, right, with the 5 of Wands, not to rush in, being conflictive, not to rush in, thinking of it, because it ain't no competition. Divine masculine, you don't have no competition. And divine masculine could be air sign, fire sign, or a man. We do have both of them record on the board. 5 of Pentacles. What he needs most. 5 of Pentacles energy is like divine masculine. I feel like they've been guarded towards. Look at this. They could have mother issues, right? Because this is a wife. Queen of Pentacles is a wife. King of Swords. This is logically thinking, maybe thinking about something that somebody said, or knows, like logically what he wants, the values, what he wants his wife to enable. And it's a reconciliation. He could have been something from childhood. What made me think of the childhood wounds, like it could have been something that his mother said back in the day, or other women that were married back in the day, things that they could have been doing that's on the back of his mind. But what he needs the most is to realize divine feminine needs him. Five of Pentacles energy needs to be more playful. Like divine masculine is so concentrated on work, on the coin, that he might be leaving his divine feminine behind. What he needs the most is to realize he cannot play with somebody's feelings, with somebody's finances. This divine feminine is distraught. High Priestess in reverse, and this deck is not in reverse. This deck is not in reverse. This is the only card that came up in reverse. And remember the thoughts, the reminder, the important events. That's what's on divine masculine mind. The High Priestess. Information. He might have had got the wrong information about somebody. You know what I'm saying? This High Priestess is in here by herself. So I feel like maybe this High Priestess, this divine feminine, got some information and may have reviewed it for herself, and it might not have been what's up. It came out in reverse. She's not curious, or he not curious about who is going to give him that healing vibe. Look at that Empress energy come out. Emperor and the Empress. He knows. Look, Ace of Coin. Oh yeah, he definitely knows. But he going in another direction. Maybe that's why Spirit, because we did get redemption, saving somebody from theyself, right? 8 of Wands energy. Saving somebody from wasting their energy. Helping somebody to find resolution and gain momentum. Divine Masculine, I told you, is gaining momentum. The end of delays. Divine Masculine is definitely frustrated. I feel like he could be frustrated because of the financial constraints, right? Let's break this thing on down. Let's keep on going. Let's see what divine feminine needs the most. Divine feminine, what do you need the most? Feminine energy could be a lady, earth sign, or a water sign. Let's see what they need the most. Look at this 8 of Wands. I cut the deck. I'm going to have to flip it. But look at this. Feminine energy. I told you, not wanting to move forward. Stuck. Not wanting to move forward. Hindered. Could be finances. It could also be just a high pressure situation that divine feminine is in, right? Yeah, high pressure situation. 9 of Wands energy. Somebody is definitely refusing to compromise, or somebody's definitely defending themselves from this situation. It could be this divine feminine that's out in the card, this masculine not wanting to compromise, and that's got this divine feminine in distress. We're going to see, let's break this thing on down. What does divine feminine need the most? What does divine feminine need the most? Spirit, show us what we need to see, please. There's a lot of spiritual activity going on. 10, 15, 16. This is the Tower card, underlying energy, and the Knight of Wands. This might be an unexpected. Somebody could have left unexpected. And it's so funny because it's like, I feel like this divine feminine thought it was going to be them. It's a divine feminine that thought it was going to be them. But the wheel changed. Divine masculine is headed towards a situation, and it's unrequited. 2 of Cups in reverse, it's unrequited. They don't even have the same interest, the same bond. Look, household situation burned down to the ground, baby. Divine feminine, what do she need the most? 6 of Wands in reverse. Says she needs to nurture herself. Yeah. Divine, look at this. Divine feminine needs to be nurtured, nurture herself. Divine feminine need love. Divine feminine over here, he might have left right? Divine feminine out in the cold, but divine feminine got her eyes set on the prize, right? A new perspective. Divine feminine might have found out about a secret crush, might have found out about a secret lover. Divine feminine is definitely rethinking her actions of who she could have been coupled up with. Spirit said, if you are in a relationship with somebody, if you are coupled up with somebody, to that it is great potential for positive changes and positive energy. But divine feminine, 6 of Wands in reverse, this is not a promotion. This is not a come up. It's like divine feminine don't want to be a placeholder. She don't need public recognition. She needs to be recognized from the masculine. That's who she want recognition from. The masculine. Right? She want love from her divine union. Emotional support from her masculine energy. So divine feminine, what she needs the most is to nurture herself. She might need to stay from, I was going to say, she might need to get outside a little bit. It's right up under the sun, right? She might need to go outside. It's a blank slate out here. I feel like it's about to be new beginnings for somebody. Let's say, oh, it's about to be new beginnings. Divine feminine got her cup, and she on the way, baby. Knight of Cups energy. Making moves towards healthier choices. Divine feminine is making the healthy choice. She not being a placeholder any longer. Look like she got her. Oh yeah, look, she ain't part of the crew. She ain't being part of the crew. She's not being emotionally manipulated anymore. Yeah, somebody was trying to emotionally manipulate somebody. The Sun card, yeah, so it's conversation or information that's bringing clarity for real. The Sun and the Sun. You know how the story of David when he saw Bathsheba bathing? Like I said, it's a divine masculine. He may have his eyes on his divine feminine. They might not be in contact. It's like he has to travel towards her. But when King David first saw his wife, she was bathing. I don't think he knew that was going to be his wife. He probably just thought it was going to be he was there for a good time, not a long time. Or he definitely saw something he was attracted to. Right? This divine masculine definitely sees somebody he's attracted to. Somebody, those lotuses, she's bathing. Somebody that have been going through some things. 5 of Pentacles. Even though she don't have a lot, he still sees the value in her. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains value. So even though this divine feminine may not have a lot, this divine feminine could be self-absorbed. This divine feminine could be, like I said, looking for a relief, right? But he sees the value. He discovers something, and I feel like unexpectedly. He's unexpectedly seen something in a divine feminine. He could have got a spiritual download, right? These are messages from the Most High. It's no person. That's a spirit that's sending those messages, awakening. Yes, we like this. Let's see. Compromise. Somebody not wanting to compromise. What do the divine masculine need to compromise with this lack energy that divine feminine is feeling? Divine feminine have a lot of suitors, but she don't need no more suitors. She ain't looking for no more attention. She probably already get attention. Right? So this divine feminine is body positive. She ain't worried about nothing. She already get attention. This divine feminine feel whole. She don't want no more attention. I feel like she don't want attention from nobody else. I feel like she want attention from the one that she want attention from. The one that left her on hold. Let's see. How can divine masculine compromise with this divine feminine? This divine feminine is an earth angel as well. I see her wings. She an earth angel. She got wings on her back. What do divine feminine? Can you narrow it down a little bit for us, spirit? What do divine masculine need to compromise with this divine feminine? Look, patience for sure. But he definitely needs to invest in her. He needs to invest in his divine feminine, invest in his wife, even though they may not be married yet, right? He may have just saw her for the very first time and got this glimpse, or met her, ran across her, like unexpectedly ran across this person, goddess of the moon, through the conflict, probably once he was going through conflict or all these different energies. But what does he need to compromise? Look at this. Options. And patience, 7 and 7 is personal. He needs to make this personal for sure. Knight of Swords and the 8 of Cups. What do he need? Yeah, he definitely needs to not be preoccupied. I feel like this divine masculine could have been preoccupied. You see how it's two feminine energies here. One is the placeholder. One is praying for him. He's moving towards the one that was praying for her divine masculine. The one that's in prayer. The one that is always thinking of him. Like he can literally probably hear her voice. How do he need to compromise? He needs to give her some attention. He needs to quit clinging to old values. Quit acting preoccupied. He definitely needs to listen to her concerns, right? If this divine feminine, like, he definitely needs to actively listen to what she's saying and make the necessary movements that he needs to make. The sudden movements, the developments that he needs to make the changes, the sudden change, fast change. He needs to compromise. I feel like, in the way these are laid out on the table, look how he got one blocked, right? Whoever this is, he got his sword up. Maybe that's what he is too focused on. Somebody that is unstable, right? She got the crying jacks. She crying. She can't get herself together. She ain't even focused on her pinnacles or her religion or her knowledge. The church is right there. Help is right there, but she ain't even looking at help. And then all the while he concentrated on, this is the scenario. This is divine feminine is calling in her mate, calling in her soulmate. That's the amazing truth. This divine masculine see it. He sees she got her eyes on a brand new love or a brand new identity, wanting to show up a new way. Something got her attention, and divine masculine noticed it, but he can't hardly do anything about it because he got other stuff going on. Wow. Let's see what divine feminine need to compromise in this energy. Let's see what divine feminine needs to compromise. Divine feminine got the Chariot. It's like whatever it is that's coming in for divine feminine, it's going her way. Ain't no competition. This divine feminine that I'm talking about knows it ain't no competition. It ain't no competition. You can't compete where you don't compare. What do divine feminine need to compromise? Wow, 7 of Swords. Strategy, the Tower. Let's see, Spirit, show us what divine feminine needs to compromise with her divine masculine to make this union come together, that they can actually bring it together, that they can actually have great changes in the relationship. What does divine feminine need to do to compromise? Anything else that we need to know about divine feminine? Look at her, that Two of Cups energy. Underlying energy. What are you interested in? What is divine feminine interested in? What is divine feminine? What do divine feminine really want? What do divine feminine really need? Look, divine feminine cutting them off too. Setting healthy boundaries. Healing. Healing from a relationship. Maybe healing from a relationship. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that wife right there. Healing from a betrayal. Cutting off anything that didn't serve her, moving on to happier places, even maybe making a move, physically making a move, and being able to obtain the gift of life. I know that's right. Look, strategizing, divine feminine strategizing, divine masculine. You better get on the ball. She's strategizing. Look, she killing them dead. Five of Swords energy. Killing the conflict. But she feels like the ends justify her means. Whatever she did, she knows that she was right in doing it. Or she will be right if you, the divine feminine, whatever it is that you strategizing and thinking, this wisdom and this understanding that you get that's going to have you to prosper, Spirit said the end will justify the means. It's compromise. Page of Wands energy. I feel like that goes along with this, not wondering, not caring about what the community thinks, not caring about what friends or family thinks, not caring about nothing other than what you think, what your masculine thinks. Look, King of Cups. Divine feminine may need to not be so moody, not be so emotionally manipulative. Nine of Pentacles, compromise, getting close. Remember I said divine feminine wasn't seeking her spiritual guidance or wasn't listening to her spiritual guidance. Divine feminine, you may need to seek out help or information from other wives. You may need to approach with a new outlook. I feel like a new outlook. I feel like this divine feminine haven't been happy for a minute, like been feeling stuffy and joyless, or using her emotions, right, those crying jags, to try to manipulate this divine feminine, divine masculine. I feel like this divine feminine, she needs to compromise, not do things for the money, right? Don't be so concerned with material things and status. And I feel like divine feminine, yeah, that's where she headed, right? Because we asked, what does she need the most? Not to be concerned with things or status, because she in the energy of lack. She coming out in the energy of lack. Divine feminine is coming out in the energy of lack. Yes, she is divine. Remember, we spiritual beings having a natural experience, so it can happen. But if you lacking on the spiritual, you definitely gonna be lacking on the natural. Spiritual guidance. Divine feminine needs to be safe and comfortable in her own space. Her in the Most High. Sometimes it's divine intervention to be alone, to be left alone. Right? That could be where that journey coming in, the woman holding the coin. Or it's a jealous woman. Somebody's jealous of somebody's coin, jealous of the attention that divine masculine is giving. Because when I looked up the word finds, it said it says whosoever finds with an S, third party energy. Finds is third party energy. Divine masculine could have already had a situation going on. And just like King David, how many wives did King David have before he saw Bathsheba? But we definitely know she had a husband. Third party energy. Somebody's about to make divine feminine the center of attention. About to shower divine feminine with blessings. Somebody may be about to find out the truth about a placeholder, or has already found out the truth about the placeholder, but finds third-party energy. See, we read this stuff, and by not having full knowledge or understanding of the words that we reading, we miss out on a lot of prosperous opportunities. But divine feminine, don't be obsessed with material things, status. That's how you compromise. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't seek attention from anybody who we trying to get attention from, right? Who we want kindness and approval from is the Most High. So you have to receive those spiritual messages, divine feminine, to get your level up. Let's break this down a little bit more. Let's break this down a little bit more. I wanted to see what y'all needed the most, divine feminine and divine masculine. Secrets, we here. Goddess of the moon, we here because of secret energies, things unsaid, people not being realistic, or person not being realistic. Divine feminine is represented in this card. Divine feminine not being realistic. Divine masculine might be about to speak his truth on the situation. Rushing in, okay? Rushing in to speak his truth to this unstable, delusional. Look, and you see how I picked the cards up this time? Now it's an unstable, that's what I said, unstable, delusional, divine feminine looking at divine masculine, and he rushing off. He done found his, what's her name, Bathsheba? Well, that David's why he done found her. He know who she is. I'm just setting my little table up so it can be a little bit more when I start pulling these cards. The journey. Woman holding the coin. People jealous of this wife energy. And instead of being jealous, they should be actually considering the things that she have went through to get to where she is. Like, somebody want to be a wife, somebody get in the ring, and you feel like you might have been dating your person forever, 10 years, and then here come this new person. And then all of a sudden, this new person, you might have been with your person 20 years. You got 15, I see 15 years on the table, anywhere from 5 to 9, anywhere from 5 to 14 years y'all could have been together, and you like, how is he just go meet this new person all of a sudden and be with somebody else? Long-term in relationship. Divine feminine could have been in this long-term relationship with this divine masculine. Now he done met somebody new. Now he want to marry this new person, and it's like she didn't put in the years that this delusional divine feminine put in. And she probably be questioning herself, how did she get the ring? Well, maybe she was a little bit more shallow, right? This divine, the delusional divine feminine could be more shallow. Like I said, moody, shaming, aggressive, unsupport, emotionally unfit. Yin and yang, total opposite. Spirit say he balancing out. Look, it's an end. Somebody have options, right? And somebody could have definitely been in a contract. If you already coupled up with this person in a contract, right? Like I said, Spirit is saying if you coupled up, this is an opportunity to break down barriers, to have great positive changes, to release what no longer serve you, embrace. Somebody needs to embrace a closing. I feel like it's this divine feminine that this divine masculine got on block. Like, embrace the change. Go to spirit. Let's see what we gonna pull. I wanted to pull outcome, you and them. outcome, divine masculine, outcome, divine feminine, outcome of finding this wife, divine masculine. Mm, mm, mm. I love it. Look at this. Divine masculine underlying energy. Look at this. The placeholder. The one that's stuck, that buffalo energy. That just couldn't get her grounded. The one that said refused to be a placeholder. Made divine masculine think about something. Right? That's what's making them rush in. Because look at divine feminine again, grabbing that cup, ready to go. Divine feminine grabbing that cup. She like, I ain't got time. She ain't got time. Divine masculine outcome. 3 of Swords energy. It's a change of minds, change of perspective, a change of communication, immature communication. Healing, overcoming is like the worst. The worst is kind of over. Divine masculine could, if he finds a wife, divine feminine is definitely going to grieve him. I feel like he's going to always hold on to this sense of sadness, right, from the one he had to let go. But this is a goodbye. 3 of Swords energy. This is a goodbye. I feel like it's an unwelcome change. I feel like divine masculine don't want to say goodbye, right? But divine feminine is on her way out. Divine feminine is like, look, I need to get myself together. I need to create a strong foundation. Divine feminine is like trying to be mindful of what she have been through, the work that she needs to do. I sure hate that for divine masculine. Grief. I feel like this divine feminine, I feel like though, hear me out, y'all. I feel like though, the grief is definitely coming more so on this divine feminine, the one he had to let go. Like, I feel like she is going to be so sad that it make her sick. She the one holding on to the pain. Divine masculine is walking away towards whoever's calling in his soulmate. Taking flight back. Divine feminine, the delusional divine feminine, will be holding on to this heartbreak. Outcome, sadness. Divine feminine, what's your outcome? Let's see what the outcome is for divine feminine. Show us the best possible outcome for divine feminine if she, look at that Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands energy, sitting on the throne, becoming more confident. Whoever finds divine feminine and sees her, look, rushing in the rescue. Somebody's rushing in the rescue of divine feminine, or divine feminine is all tangled up. But it's a divine masculine, Queen of Cups and King of Cups right here on the board. Divine feminine could have been back and forth, and divine feminine could have had more than one option. We know that, right? Because it says she don't need no more attention. She already cutting them off. But it's 2 of Pentacles here. Caught up. We got that in the last message, that said energy. What was trying to keep you from moving forward, trying to hinder you from getting your blessings. Outcome for divine feminine is the Queen of Wands. Taking leadership, ownership, taking charge, sitting pretty, being inspired, thriving in the harsh conditions, even though it was hard, even though it is hard. Becoming aware and enlightened for sure. Taking direct, dynamic actions to heal and overcome. speaking. I feel like this divine feminine it'll be easier for her to speak her truth. Like to speak what she knows. She divinely protected. So the delusional divine feminine that haven't been seeking spiritual guidance, haven't been considering the role that they play in this divine masculine's life, the one that's going to be left with heartache and pain, she haven't been receiving spiritual guidance. That might be who I'm talking to, because that came out. Somebody needs definitely some spiritual guidance, but it's a divine feminine out here. This salamander proves it. Well protected, magical energy. Taking the lead, taking ownership. Managing home and work. This divine feminine, although that's what makes her the wife, right? That's why I said ain't no competition for you, divine feminine, because you know how to manage work and home. It's almost like me. One time I said I wouldn't work for anybody but myself or my husband. And one time my guy had wanted me to go to work with him. And we went out and worked, but before we went to work, I knew we were going to be out late. And so I had already put dinner on, right? He didn't even know it. When we came home, we were all exhausted and tired and famished. And when we walked in and he smelled that food, he was like, well, when did you have time to do that? Because I am a wife. I know how to balance home and work, right? It's infinite possibilities. You can't hardly miss me. I'm the whole complete package. I've been a wife 2 times. Double the blessings for they stressing. I done survived so many harsh situations. Still shining and bathing in the light. Yeah, but somebody about to be sick. It's 2 divine feminine energies out here. They could be mixed races. You know, one could be Caucasian, one could be Afro or just darker skin, one light skin, one dark skin, however it is. But the one that's lighter skin, it looks like she's gonna be holding a whole lot of regret. The one that's darker skin looks like they gonna be in a pretty good position, confident. So you're saying make room for the gifts. I like these. I like the outcomes. I mean, it looks great. So let's see what you may not be seeing. What divine masculine may not be seeing in this situation. Yeah, somebody's rethinking something. Let's see, divine masculine. What you might not be seeing, divine masculine. Or acknowledging. He might see it, he might just not acknowledge it. Let's see. Let's see, divine masculine. What's divine masculine not seeing or not acknowledging? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely not acknowledging. Yes, look at that. Definitely not acknowledging somebody like giving to 2. He's no longer giving to 2. Divine masculine has said, oh no, he knows who his wife is. He's no longer issuing out money. He's no longer issuing out, he's no longer servicing 2. He's no longer avoiding the issue. So I feel like divine masculine knows what he was doing, right? Look, here's an offer to somebody that's very spiritual, very knowing what's up, right? Somebody that's very tapped in. And I feel like, look, it's going to appear out of nowhere. And the Queen of Swords is usually a married person. So this person could have literally already been married once before. This person could be a widow. This person could be married now and be getting an opportunity to heal this relationship. This is an opportunity from the Most High. But what's unseen is that, and it could be the divine, yeah, he's no longer given to it. divine feminine. He's just not acknowledging it. It's like letting bygones be bygones. Oh, that's right. Was unseen or not acknowledged. Like, he ain't talking about it. It is what it is. He done discovered everything he had to discover. He done seen everything he had to see. I feel like he probably said or about to say whatever it is that he want to say. Look, High Priestess underlying energy in the moon. No more secrets. Divine Masculine just not acknowledging it. He just keeping it on the hush. Look, in that Knight of Wands energy. He just, look, he keeping the ending on the hush. And there's this King of Swords energy. There's a divine partnership. Somebody was juggling. Public humiliation. Divine Masculine could have been broken up with, put on leave. or just step away from, Tower. Yeah, see that Tower card and the devil. Divine Masculine freed itself from the devil. Yes, and it was that Three of Cups energy. Taking a step back, resting, recuperating, or is about to receive the victory this year. The snake year. It's going to happen this year before the year ends. Five of Pentacles energy. The wise fool. The wise fool. Right? The waning crescent. The waning crescent. The decision. Preparing. Divine Masculine preparing to go in. It could have been, it's either a career change or a relationship change. But Divine Masculine keeping hush on it. He ain't saying nothing. He's acknowledging that. That's what's unseen. What about what's unseen or not being acknowledged by Divine Feminine? It's unseen or not being acknowledged by Divine Feminine. This 10 of Cups. Ooh, underlying energy. 10 of Pentacles. King of Cups. Justice. Wow. While somebody was being immature in a relationship. I like this. There's that Knight of Swords energy. Remember, Spirit said, what do the Divine Masculine need? He need to quit avoiding his queen, his princess, his wife. He needs to give his wife that attention, right? He was strategized because he know she up to something. He got his eyes on you. Even if y'all ain't together, he got his eyes on you. You are very highlighted. Very spiritual connection. He sees that you have a choice. And it can go either way. And he sees it. And this is definitely a divine connection. Because there's the Queen of Cups. 7 of Swords. He sees his wife strategizing, plotting, planning on something long term. 10 of Pentacles. Coming out. Divine Feminine coming out. Is that 10 of Pentacles energy. Somebody that's trusted path. He sees that Divine Feminine is trusting her path. Look at this. Somebody was acting immature. Page of Wands, more concerned with community and what they were thinking. And look, karmic justice is out here right next to the King of Cups. And what's in between the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups? This 10 of Pentacles. It could be some kind of shame. It could be the financial constraints. But what's keeping y'all apart? This divine union, shameful past. Look, he came out again, King of Cups, and he is in her energy twice. Confirmation. I feel like this is the one that was deceptive or self-destructive or emotionally. Remember I said the Divine Feminine was being emotionally manipulated to not emotionally manipulate, but that was the delusional Divine Feminine. It's a Divine Feminine out here that was being emotionally manipulated by her divine counterpart. But whoever it is receiving karmic justice. This is out of your hands. It could still go either way depending on how they handle this situation. I feel like that's why divine masculine is rushing in. Look, leaving a situation. Remember I said if he head towards a new situation, he might end up in heartbreak. This is declining a love offer, rushing, leaving, declining a love offer. So let's hope that's what he doing, right? Turning down those other influences. Turning down those other influences. Yeah, look, Six of Cups wanting to come back, reconcile, Ace of Swords, finding clarity in where they belong. Finding clarity in where they belong. And look at this. He realized it's not with that Three of Swords energy. It's not with the one that don't want to welcome the change. It's not with the one that is grieving and making themselves sick behind this declined love offer. He knows that is definitely not the one. Six of Swords. Yeah, moving on. Look, successful completion of a cycle. Taking a step back. Look how big that cup is. Bringing in a whole bunch of love. I told you somebody want to shower somebody with blessings. Shower somebody with attention. Want to just have it all. Want to give you all the time that they had been neglecting. They had been neglecting you. They had been neglecting you. Successful completion of a cycle. The World card, Six of Swords, moving forward towards calmer waters, towards calmer conversations, towards calmer atmospheres, right? What is divine feminine not seeing or not acknowledging? This Ten of Cups energy. Divine feminine is not seeing or not acknowledging the place or the role that she holds in this divine masculine's life. The strong emotional bond. Like I said, she might not be feeling the love, the unity. She either refusing to acknowledge it, or she just don't feel it. She just don't see it. Like, how could you do all those things? Look, guarded. She guarded. How could you do those things to me? Lover's card. How could you do those things to me? Justice and the Ace of Pentacles. How could you do those things to me? Standing guard. Told her she don't want no more attention. She want healing. She want to move forward. Somebody could have had a baby on somebody with this pregnant woman here, or it could be just a choice between a baby mama and a new person. But yeah, divine feminine is standing guard, like she just don't see it, or she just not acknowledging this, because this masculine has played on her top so many times, and she like, oh no. She might see the love, she might just not be acknowledging it, or she just don't understand how is it love and you do all these things to me. Let's see. Advice. Let's get some advice for the look. Successful ending of a cycle. Let's get some advice for divine feminine, divine masculine. He who finds a wife finds good thing. A good thing. And let me quit. We have been programmed. It's not he. It is not he who finds. It's whoever finds. Whoever finds a wife finds favor and a good thing. End of delays. Right? Whoever gets this understanding, not just he. And that's why I keep saying, because it says whoever cherishes this understanding, who gets this wisdom, will be healed. The wounds will be binded up. That means they'll be put together where you can heal. Let's get some advice. Whosoever gets this awareness, whosoever considers these teachings and know their role, right? Whosoever recognizes who is in the right frame of mind and who is not, whosoever realizes that they bread is in the hands of the Lord. whatever they put in control over their life. I love the way this smells. I make these. If you go look on the playlist on my videos, well, these I didn't make on the videos. These are new ones, but it's a video of me making sage sticks. This is actually cedar and mint. Cedar, mint, and sage. Let's get some advice. Freedom and awakening. Period. Accepting changes, even unwelcome changes. Look, gratitude. Gratitude did come out in the energy. A strong energy. Gratitude. Gratitude. They came out in that 9 of Cups energy. To be grateful. To show gratitude. To not be so shallow. Freedom, karma, and extraordinary changes. That's going to be somebody's karma. Somebody being set free. End, that 0-0 energy, the end of something long overdue. It's going to bring extraordinary changes. Look, by somebody knowing their worth. I said divine feminine being able to speak her truth, her sacred truth. Her desires. Divine feminine want to be free. She want to be free. Let's get some advice for divine masculine, because we don't want divine masculine to lose his wife, right? Oh no, oh no. But if it is to be, it is to be. This waning crescent moon is all about releasing things that no longer serve you, embracing closures, understanding your own needs. That's probably why Spirit had me do divine masculine and divine feminine, so you can understand your own needs. You may be coming out on both sides of the story, especially if you're a man that's a water sign or earth sign, or a woman that's a fire sign or an air sign. Because masculine energies, divine masculine is fire signs or air signs or a man. And divine feminine is a water sign or earth sign or a lady. Look, going with the flow, divine masculine. Spirit said go with the flow. He's saying that to both of y'all, because I feel like he's saying that to both of y'all, because I didn't clarify at the time I was pulling these cards, but it says allow the divine to move and respond with calmness and peace. Didn't I tell you? Somebody was upset, but God is breaking the ice where you can have peaceful, that 6 of Swords energy, peace of mind, peaceful conversations. Okay, look, pay attention to the signs. I love it. Let's get some advice for divine masculine. Advice for divine masculine individually. Advice for divine masculine. Stay grounded. Look, divine masculine, awakening, getting grounded. Somebody could be expecting a visitor, because my nose just started itching. What side is this? The left side, feminine energy. But divine masculine, look at that. Advice, detachment. Divine masculine had the 8 of Cups energy. Walking away from things that no longer serve him. Relationships that no longer serve him. Detaching. Finally feeling whole inside. Look, paying attention to his instincts. Divine masculine spirit said rely heavily on your instincts. Be confident and be optimistic. This ending has, this detachment has been long overdue. Divine source. Okay. Help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Divine masculine. It says you have a plan and the right actions will come. So follow your instincts. Divine masculine. Recognize what inspires you to move and make space. I like that. Divine source. He said he got everything you need. It's going to be on the way. It's on the way. Just go with the flow. You recognize the signs that you do need to detach. Look, clearing. clearing. True offering arises. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. Start to trust that the more will always arrive and shift from mine to God's. That's freedom. I told you it's a divine masculine switching from me to we. This is not my will, this is God's will. I think that's what divine masculine is recognizing, like advice. It's not yours, your will. It's not just you. It's a collective. It's you and your divine feminine. If the moves that you make, divine masculine, affects the divine feminine. Whichever one. But he said, you about to be free, have courage. You making the right actions right now. Whatever moves you making, divine masculine, that's the right move. What about divine feminine? Show us the advice for divine feminine, please, Spirit. And thank you. Advice for divine feminine. Look at that. Did I call her a delusional divine feminine? Didn't I say we was probably talking to the delusional divine feminine? Intention without surrender can be a fast pace to delusion. It's a divine feminine out here that do not want to be left alone. Courage. Spirit said, be open and take the steps that are shown, divine feminine. Pause. The steps was to pause and consider your relationships. Consider who or what is sustaining you and holding you up. Consider how you overcome the obstacles that are placed before you. Consider rooting into ancient wisdom. Those are all the things that Spirit had told you, divine feminine. Right? Look at this. Grief. This is the one that don't want to go with the flow and don't want to let go. Tears are what happens when the ice melts. You got to feel that pain. He told us that was part of the rite of passage for whatever you was to lose or whatever pain you was to go through. It's the rite of passage that you can come over. It says you need to be humble. Humility. Humbleness. What that came out in the energy to humbleness. It's like somebody wasn't being humble. I guess it was you, divine feminine. What did it say? Humble. Oh yeah, the 6 of wands in reverse. It says, accept the right assistance. How do you get assistance? Finding a wife, listening to the messages, being aware of what it takes to be that, to step into that role. It says, accept the right assistance. Welcome the divine's help in every way and delight in receiving it. That's an amazing truth. Opening up to love, receiving the right support, receiving the assistance. How do you receive the assistance? Knowing the role of a wife, considering the teachings of wives. It's the general truth. It's just a piece of advice. Spirit said to regulate your thoughts. Divine feminine, you definitely need your thoughts regulated. If you in delusion, you definitely need to regulate your thoughts. But it says to remain humble and delight in whatever is leaving. If something is leaving and clearing out for you, divine feminine, delight in it. Be happy. Spirit saying under that zero energy, that's an awesome place to be. It's a blank slate. A new fresh opportunity. Right? Opportunity to be whole. Advice for the both if they coupled up. Awakening. Oh my Lord. Whoso finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor of the Lord. It says, oh my Lord, wake me from a life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Ain't that what we said, right? Embrace the aged and age-old wise wisdom. Embrace understanding of what you need. Trust. We always say we don't trust anybody but the Most High, right? But this is if you are coupled up, it's love yourself. It's some energies clearing. If you are coupled up, Spirit said, He said it. Great positive energies are on the way. Be patient. I feel like that awakening. Oh my Lord. Remember, Lord is anything that holds power over you, the breadwinner. So the breadwinner might be waking up. From the white sheep to the... Because I think the ram... Okay, so the masculine could definitely be the breadwinner, because I think a ram is like a male sheep. Yeah, he don't want to be stuck in place. The masculine is on the move. Give compassion, right? Don't be stuffy. Don't be joyless. It says give compassion and love to your inner self. That, like I said, speaking to divine masculine, remembering to be playful and give that attention to your partner. Right? That's what's going. And it says that allow them, divine feminine, don't be closed up. Allow your divine masculine to reach out to do those things, to give to you and to feel for you. Because a lot of times, remember I said she was holding back. Like you might don't want to see the love or receive the love because of all the things you have been through. But Spirit said, let them attend to your deepest needs and your deepest feelings. Anything else for the couple? Outrageous opening, and this is your path. Acceptance, underlying energy. Acceptance. That way you can be in the energy of preparing for what's to come. I love that. Outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise me with your plan and know you know what's needed, and to be open. Or outrageous opening. Release from all the entanglements and the bad thoughts and the bad feelings, and to open up. Let them happen. Let them give. Let them love you. It says, dear Lord, help me to trust that there is a plan to see through the fears and illusions. See through all those fears and all those illusions. That's what Spirit said, that 85 South energy, breaking down barriers, which is joyless. The joy, somebody sucked the joy out of you. The moodiness, the self-destructive energy, the illegal gains that somebody... Break all that down. Refusing to compromise, right? Refusing to see. Breaking down the shame. Pushing past the feeling of all this energy was wasted. Spirit said maybe you should stay at home tonight. Maybe you should start giving that time. Like, it's people, you know, in relationships, they go out with friends, or they go to the club, or they go to play pool or bowl or whatever they do to get their minds off of what they're going through. Spirit said maybe you should stay home tonight. Exploring different paths is what having somebody feeling weak, a divine feminine feeling insecure and weak. Divine masculine spirit is asking you to stand strong. She might be moody. Stand strong. She might be sick. Stand strong. She might be whatever it is that she is to you. The Spirit says stay strong. Stay at home tonight. Tonight. Not today. And look, joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. I love it. I love that energy. Let's get grounded. Look, the wise woman. Age-old wisdom. Thinking and considering. I told you somebody's mother, divine masculine's mother figure, or somebody that was a wife or that made him view Somebody's definitely going to receive a visitor. But somebody that definitely was in a household, it could have been his own mother. It could have just been what he saw from other women in his family in the past, the conflict that they had that causes divine masculine to have a nasty taste in his mouth, a disgust with women. Because it's a lot of people, I think, a lot of men, their mothers or their first loves, they first experience with a high level commitment. And sometimes when you get that, when they get a nasty, disgusting taste in their mouth from somebody so close, a strong tie to Ten of Pentacles energy, it's hard to break that. But it's hard to break that from people that don't want to put in the work. Right? It's hard to break that when people don't want to be honest with themselves. And this is a time for honest self-assessment. Spirit says stop stalling and tell them. Somebody have to be really open and really talk about these issues. Let's get grounded. Spirit, show us what we need to see so you can help us ground this energy. Mother stone waits. Didn't I tell you? Somebody's mother definitely could have been, somebody's definitely stalking somebody too. I told you. And it's, you know how I said it was an interracial couple? Because you had the feminists in the outcome. In the outcome, you had the Caucasian lady that's holding on to the broken heart, the grief, the sickness that's making her sick about this masculine leaving. And you have the darker persuasion person. Could just be somebody with a tan, right? But look at this card. You have this lighter skinned person. It's almost like that was their dream to be with this person. And they're a dog. They're a dog. They might realize now that they was a dog. Right? Somebody done told them something, that message, that information that they got, that realize, hey, this might be a dream deferred. But look, there's that darker energy. Remember, the divine feminine that's walking away, that's about to go stand in her power, that was overcome emotionally. This seems like this is the one that's in the Five of Pentacles energy. She dry. It's dry. She dry. She underground. She in a cave. She not shining at all. This one is almost being overcome by emotions. Still looking. Or, yeah, still looking. Walking away. I told you it was 3 feminine energies. There's the third. Divine Masculine found the one that he could see eye to eye with. Divine Masculine found his wife. Says, shall we dance? Crossroads. See you at the crossroads. You know that's over. It's a crossroad. They sing that song when somebody is crossing over. Mother Stone waits. 24. Interested or coming together of a strong foundation, a bond. Could have been some problems that was in a relationship that was a strong foundation, but remember, this storm is passing. Spirit said this storm is passing. That's 6 energy, turning pain into purpose. 24. The Great Mother, the nurturing spirit. Not everyone is so fortunate to have a nurturing mother. That's exactly what I said. Sadly, there are many people who have reason to believe, for one reason or another, their mothers fell short of fulfilling the role. We have learned over time that others can fill the role. Teachers, coaches, other female relatives, adopted parents or foster parents, and men can also take on those attributes. It is important to be honest with yourself about your mother. I told you somebody's family issues is left a bad taste in their mouth. Somebody needs to be outrageously open and saying that's what's making them stall. Somebody have to release that. Even when it's difficult, her influence looms lower. So it could be somebody's mother is influencing this. If your mother failed you in some way, forgive her. It's only through forgiveness that we can see the person as a whole. Somebody's mother is definitely causing problems in somebody's relationship. I know I had a relationship like that. You know, if somebody mama don't like you, they'll do all kinds of things to try to stop their son or daughter from being with the one that they want. Let's tap into this mother energy. Let's see what we don't see or what is not being acknowledged that the mother is doing. Somebody's mother or motherly influence is doing. What is this mother's doing that divine masculine don't see? What about divine feminine? What is this mother figure doing that divine feminine don't see or don't want to acknowledge? Two of Pentacles. Causing instability. Look at that. This mama is feeling entitled. She's sad. She entitled that somebody's making a decision to give to divine feminine. Somebody's mother is definitely standing in the way. Somebody's mother, this divine feminine's mother, or this divine masculine's mother, whatever mother figure it is, we'll break it down and see whose mother it is. But this mother just don't want to let go. She don't want to let go. That's so sad. 4 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Wands. Divine masculine, somebody's mother is trying to disrupt the foundation. It could have something to do with trust funds or like family. Like if you go be with them, I'm gonna write you out the wheel type energy. Yes. I'm sorry, y'all. I have to check that. But yeah, 4 of Wands in reverse. They not celebrating. They not happy. They don't want it to be so, right? 3 of Wands energy trying to influence somebody to see the bigger picture. But somebody's mother, this divine masculine's mother is lying to them or have lied to them this whole time. 4 of Wands in reverse. And the 3 of Wands is Ace of Swords in reverse. Those are lies being told in the home. Or lies being told about somebody. Divine masculine is seeing the bigger picture. Or needs to see the bigger picture. Let's look at this Ace of Swords. It's 3 swords. And that could be this feminine energy holding holding on to this grief. Holding on to this unwelcome change. Right? Could that very well be the masculine's mother figure. 3 of Swords. Entitled. She don't want to let go. Wow. That's crazy. What can divine masculine do to compromise? 10 of Pentacles. He can trust. 10 of Pentacles energy. He can trust and he knows who he is. He knows his worth. He knows what he wants out of life and love and success. Trust in the ancestors. Look, the path that was paved. I see. It's like whoever their mother is probably was like the center of attention. And if divine masculine is wanting a wife, then that makes her not the center of attention anymore. Advice, divine masculine, do what you need to do to build your household, to build your legacy. It'll be a shame. That's what Spirit says. It'll be a shame if you let your opportunity pass you by. If you let your wife pass you by. Or get away. Because she got her back turned. Either let her pass you by or get away. Divine masculine, don't do it. What about divine feminine? What can she do to compromise with this hateful mother-in-law? Or mother? Page of Cups, Tower. It's almost like don't even give in to the tension, right? Compromise and work with her regardless, even though she tries to cause tension. She trying to cause tension. She trying to, like I said, lie. She have lied on you, right? I feel like Spirit saying accept her apology when you're ready to accept it. Rely on what you know. Because if she trying to do spiritual work on you, Spirit is saying that you get grounded. You a spiritualist. I said that earlier, divine feminine, when I said you protect it. Like, use everything that you know to protect yourself. But lies and scandals, Spirit said don't give in to that. Don't be violent. Somebody might have been, look, Queen of Wands. There you is. Like I said, Queen of Wands. Back and forth, going back and forth. It could have been something in, ooh, hold up. Be aware. Don't, because, man, I see violence. Public defeat. Yeah, it's almost like somebody is oppressed. 10 of Wands energy, right? Somebody's oppressed and it's being known or exposed, or somebody could be confronting somebody. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands energy, I mean. And the 4 of Swords. Like somebody literally could have seen something or been trying to enlighten somebody. Like I said, the lies that somebody's mother is trying to tell on somebody. Public humiliation. Going back and forth. Somebody literally, when I see these 2 people falling out of the tower, somebody literally could end up unaliving somebody, right? Or somebody have gotten unalived and they don't want the same results. 8 of Wands. Yeah, that's the truth. Like somebody's mother could have ended their relationship. They didn't know how to compromise, and they want the same for you. Spirit is saying don't go out like that. Don't go out like Pookie. The Lover's card. You have a decision to make. You have a partnership here. You have a blank slate. Spirit said don't go out like your mother did. Approach with new outlooks. Don't be violent. Don't be scandalous. Don't even give in to don't even give in to the lack mindset in the messages. Some messages, like it could be some rude messages that somebody's mother is trying to send them. 6 of Swords, and it's in reverse. All those swords are down. Somebody's trying to mislead somebody off the right path because they don't want their person, they son or their daughter with them. Yeah, but it's time out. The disgust that somebody had for somebody, they healing from that. Somebody's blocking it out. Yeah, Spirit said just block out whoever that is trying to cause that conflict. That 5 of Wands energy that came out, that I say disgusting conversation. Yeah, Spirit said block it out because you have a new opportunity on the way, and a new opportunity to heal, new money, new success, a new position, right? You don't want to block your new position. You might have to learn You might have to take a class. You might have to Google some stuff on how to deal with unruly mother-in-laws. But yeah, it'll be worth it. 8 of Cups energy, or walk away. Yeah, it says you entitled. You can just walk away. You can just leave. You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with, yeah, King of Pentacles. It's a choice. Yeah, divine masculine. Look at this. Tied to the devil. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. The devil trying to come in between an opportunity, Ace of Cups opportunity, transformation in a relationship. The enemy trying to come in between a relationship from divine masculine point of view. I feel like that motherly energy is from the divine masculine side. Somebody's being rude or starting lies or rumors or just not making it easy for your relationship. I feel like it's on the masculine side, not the feminine side. Mother Stone waits. Mother waiting to see what happened. Wow. Waiting to see if all the confusion that they caused is going to work. I want to see. Look at this. There's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Remember, the moon card have came out a couple of times. We got an moment. Look, somebody running away. Look at that airport. That red eye special. Say, look both ways. Somebody having an aha moment and an moment on both sides. On one side, somebody having an aha moment, right? Divine feminine, getting that clarity, getting that truth. I feel like it's the masculine energy with those yellow horns, gaining that knowledge, that aha moment, right? Getting that connection, really realizing what they want, right? It says divine love. Look both ways, divine love. Somebody's running away and somebody's having an moment in the getaway. The red eye. The red eye is definitely speaking divine feminine. The treasure, remember, the favor is with the wife. The assistance, the servant, the approval is with the wife. But it's somebody that feel like this is just not that. It's necessary, it's time to align. But that's going on behind the scenes. We'll pull on that later. First, I want to see this sickness and this temperance came out. I want to see what the sickness is. Or what it's going to be. The sickness came out a couple of times. That 3 of Swords energy on that masculine. So it's the one that is refusing to accept change. Whoever refused to accept the change, the healing. Spirit show us about this 3 of Swords. Look at this sun energy. The Fool, and the Spirit said go with the flow. Take a leap of faith. Go with the flow. Look, renewal. Renew yourself. Go with the flow, renew yourself. Whoever this traveler is connected. They got his eye. I told you somebody got their eyes on you, whether you connected with them or not. Somebody sees. That's the awakening. Somebody having that. I told you somebody having that aha moment. Spirit-led, cornbread fed. Y'all know confirmation rule the nation. But the sun came out. Heart problems, broken heart problems, heart attack, broken heart, eyesight, not seeing clearly, third eye not opening, lung problems, not being able to breathe. You know how they say they can't breathe without you. There's that blood again, something about that ancestral. I'm telling you, go and check out that it's so funny because the change in a relationship is the sun. And whoever is not accepting change is coming out as the sun. Whatever they might not be able to accept it, but they well aware. And it's 2 different energies. Whoever that delusional feminine energy is, could be trying to use sex, could be trying to use passion, could be trying to take the strong measures to get this divine masculine to be unfocused. I see somebody looking a gift horse in the mouth. They say don't look a gift horse in the mouth, like, somebody might need to. Why is somebody so giving right now? Why is somebody so open right now? Right? This is a delusional person. Be aware of people trying to use sex as a weapon. Because this divine feminine energy, she clear. Remember I told you it was one that was in a dry place? The one that had the dream, the picture out in their head, but it's just not manifesting the way. This is that person. This is that person in the cave, in the dry place. Because remember I told you it's a divine feminine that was emotionally, I don't know, I shuffled the deck. But one was in a dry place and one was almost overtaken by emotions. Look at it, two different energies. Delusional and healthy. This is what got somebody's finances dried up. Being delusional. Being in heartache, being in grief, not accepting change. Not welcoming change, not embracing it. And then it's going to be a divine feminine that's showered with blessings. That's overcoming that lotus, coming up from the mud. Starting from the bottom. Freeing themselves, that bird cage down is beneath her. Being stuck, being a placeholder is beneath her now. Whereas this person is sitting down, still in place, still waiting, still not getting it. It's like mental, I'm getting like a mental illness. But it's over now. Somebody's desires will be met. Somebody's desires will be met. Somebody's desire to renew a situation. It will be met. This traveler will get what he wants. I like that. This traveler that's looking back. Somebody's looking back, like, as I look back over my life type energy. Refocusing. Look, is that horse? Is this the horse? Remember I said it's a divine feminine trying to persuade a horse with sex and passion and just trying to take whatever action. Look, trying to make herself the center of attention. It's over. It's not working. It's not working. Divine feminine don't need no more attention. She ain't doing so. Remember the 6 of Wands in reverse? She not looking for no more attention. She already know her worth. She already have been thriving. She busting out. But whoever this other person is, they not. They are not. Magician, be aware. Somebody trying to set somebody trying to do spell work, setting bad intentions. Somebody's trying to set bad intentions. I feel like that's whoever is awakening. We got the Hermit, whoever secret lover or crush is starting to awaken and realize whatever they was doing, whatever intentions or dynamic actions that they was trying to do, it's not working. It's not working. Somebody's trying to get creative. Look at this Emperor. The wheel have moved. The tower have... There's no choice. This is out of your hands. Divine masculine. The Emperor is out of your hands. Somebody was trying to persuade this. I told you somebody was looking a gift horse in the mouth. Somebody was trying to persuade this divine masculine with sex, with money. But it's over now. The tower is over now. Whatever they had, whatever they was trying to start, it's over. The tower. It's a wrap. Let's see. Isn't anything else? I think that's all. Oh, yeah, I think that was all the main stuff. So let's break down. I'm going to pull a true message. Then I'm going to break down some of the energies. Because frenemies came out, ancestors came out. A lot of different things came out that I want to touch on. Kind of to break down and get some specifics. Let's see what the true message is that you're trying to tell us about finding this wife, getting this information, getting this useful, finding this useful information, or whoever finds this interesting. Remember, Spirit said, when you get this understanding, when you accept this understanding, when you accept the wisdom, you will soon prosper. So I'm grateful to be able to help y'all at this crossroads, this point in your life. Spirit, show us the true message, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Anything else? True message. True message. Healthy choices. Somebody's not mirroring somebody. Somebody is not mirroring somebody. Not letting their inner wounds, not letting these extra options or these one-night stands, not letting somebody string them along or gaslight them anymore. That's shocking to somebody. It's sudden news, sudden shocks. There's no more. There is no more gaslighting. Look, clarity, truth, revelations, honoring and protecting. Ain't that what they say when you get married? You agree to honor and protect your spouse. Look, the runner. Whoever was afraid of intimacy, whoever was afraid of the intense emotions that's coming along with this relationship, somebody's healing. Somebody's healing from a toxic relationship. I told you an addict was out here with them red eyes. The runner is actually doing the work. Whoever was running from this divine connection is actually healing, wanting to do the work. Whoever is healing from this abusive relationship. And look at this. We got ship. This is the first one that came out. Ship came out. Then soulmates came out. And abundance. Ain't that the prosper? That could, whatever was that heartbreak, that toxicity, that abusive relationship, that running away from problems and keeping that mask on was stopping somebody's finances. But the true message is, once they heal from this, once you let this go, once you follow the advice the Spirit has gave you through this message, right, that's when your abundance flows. You get a more positive mindset, right, more bliss. And there's that shower of blessings again. Ship. Receiving what you need, cutting ties from that toxicity and abuse and addiction, and actually stepping into a positive mindset, actually receiving, look, life partner, soul contract, partnership, soul connection, you know what I'm talking about? Spirit-led, cornbread fed. Whoso finds a wife, finds a good thing and obtains favor, will prosper, love, and attraction. Spirit, somebody, whoever was trying to sabotage the relationship, because that did come out, right? Self-sabotaging, the self-sabotage, self-destruction came out. Whoever was in these self-destructive habits, they working on rebuilding that. They starting to love themselves, or about to. Somebody's having this aha moment, right? Of that they want to be happier. They want to live a life that's fulfilling. They want to be in attraction energy. They don't want to be held back. They working on repairing the healthy choice. I know y'all love to hear that. I know y'all love to hear that. That's the true message. Confirmation rules the nation, baby. Whoso ever finds a wife. Whosoever receives this wisdom, this message, this new perspective, whosoever will soon prosper. I know that's right. You have to sacrifice the addictions, sacrifice the abusive relationships to receive it, though. Right? Have to go with the flow, detach. Quit being delusional. If it's over, it's over. Spirit, by the energies just of today, it says that it's the end of something long overdue. It's toxicity is long. It's the end of toxicity and addictions and abusive partnerships. It's been long overdue. It's been time to call it enough. Been time to cut it short. It's been time to stop running away from things that we need to actually address and be open with our partners. It's time to make a change. Spirit said now is the time. I mean, it'll be other times, but this is a great time. What better time than today? What better time than today? So let's break down some of these energies. With that King of Cups energy, smooth criminal. King of Cups gave out as a smooth criminal. You understand me? And it's because they want to win. They want to be somebody's partner. They want to win. You know that's right. So let's see. I wanted to see who needs to have a joyful outlook. Because Spirit said somebody was being stuffy and joyless. Joyless came out twice with the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups energy. And we saw both of those energies come out in the reading today. So let's see who needs to be... Look, this King of Cups. It's you. Spirit said it's you versus you. Divine Feminine, King of Cups came out in your energy. King of Cups, that's that Mercury, the runner. The runner. Whoever been running away from having these conversations or having these encounters. Somebody you could be cuddled up with or want to cuddle up with needs to have a better outlook, a joyful outlook. You versus you. It's definitely you. It's a you thing. You can't run from it. Finding out the truth. Who finding out the truth about a situation? Three of Pentacles, energy. Somebody's woman, child, neighbor. The neighbors is looking at what's going on, outside influences. It would be the neighbors, right? Somebody that's not even, and when I think of neighbors, or it could be somebody that you work with, work close with, compromise with, Three of Pentacles energy. Somebody that's been taking stock, trying to see what you got, how you got it, how you doing it. Somebody's about to find out the truth about who they've been compromising with, who they really been working with, for sure. Finding out the truth. Give me something else on the Three of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, somebody that was trying too hard. That's that Nine of Pentacles energy. Remember, Spirit said Divine Feminine. There's a lot of Divine Feminine coming out so far. Divine Feminine. Be trying too hard. That 12 energy, 9 and 3 is 12. It's time to transform. It's time to be confident. It's time to approach with a new outlook. That's what Spirit said when Nine of Pentacles came out. And what did you need the most? You need to nurture yourself the most. Quit trying so hard to get the ring. Quit trying so hard to get the position, to get the attention. That must be that delusional Divine Feminine. But that's okay. Let's see. Let's see what else. Red eye. Oh, let's check on this red eye. Aquarius. What about the red eye spirit? What about this red eye? Oh, somebody rebelling. Could be somebody on drugs. Rockstar came out. But it could be somebody that's just angry. Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands energy came out with the divine masculine. This divine masculine either is high, or this divine masculine is either upset. Don't want to hear the truth. Mad. This divine masculine came out as the Knight of Wands. We know rock stars. We know they all have habits. Drinking or smoking or sniffing or whatever they doing. But it's right up under toxicity, addiction, and abusive relationships. Unexpected windfall. It could have been the money. Somebody could have been obsessed with the money. You know, like they read out, oh, somebody could be, that's that gift. Yeah, somebody, it says a touching gift. Somebody could have been obsessed with the money. Obsessed with the status. Needed somebody. What about this Queen of Pentacles? Obsessed with status, yeah. Traction, with gaining traction. They plans, they plot and strategize. Three of Wands energy. Somebody's definitely needing to see the bigger picture. Obsessed with trying to upgrade, yeah, social status. Somebody's trying to somebody's red eye. Somebody could be mad because they might didn't get it. Let's see. What about this unexpected windfall, this traction, gaining no quick fix. Yeah, crossroads. Something is over. Trying to use somebody to upgrade or get status or something. It's over. Somebody is yelling. Look, that Three of Swords energy. Yelling. First, I told you somebody was upset. Upset, not accepting that it's over. Four of Swords, it's over. Not accepting the change. It's no quick way to fix this. You got a lot of stuff to do. Just like this video said, it was a lot of things to do. Red eye, anger, drugs and anger. Drugs and anger do not mix. Let's just say that. Who taking a flight? Who taking a flight? Spirit, show us who we need to see. Taking a flight, please. Flight on the red eye. Some man. Look, somebody is mentally tired. Men cry too. Aries energy, divine masculine energy. That's that ram energy. Somebody's making space for a gift, right? Somebody's on the way. They free from ego. Whoever is on this red eye, whoever is taking flight, somebody's moving, freeing themselves. Men cry too. Mentally tired. They said they was mentally tired. And whatever intentions or magic, whatever they was trying to do, spell work, whatever somebody was trying to do, it didn't work. It didn't work. Anything else on Men Cry? It says nothing can stop them. Nothing can stop them from moving ahead. Nine of Wands energy. Somebody is prepared to take flight. Somebody's prepared to move forward. Nine of Wands energy. Whoever this divine masculine is or this masculine energy is, yeah, determined to move forward. Risk of losing a relationship. That Five of Cups energy. No more drama. Somebody's like, no more drama. Somebody's like, no thanks. You could keep the drama for your mama. It's so funny because the mothers came out. Yeah, whatever you keep that drama for your mama. That's what you do. Say the drama for your mama. Okay? Yeah, somebody taking the flight and like, look, I'm out. Somebody's mother could be influencing. So I told you it's on the masculine or the feminine energy side, whether it's an air sign, fire sign, earth sign, or water sign, man or woman, could be anybody. Somebody's mother. You know if your mama is, yeah. You know. Anyway, let's keep going. Red eye, we already know they taking flight. Divine masculine take a fight. They tired of crying. They mentally tired. Whatever it is, they turning people down. They standing their ground. They prepared. They know that it ain't gonna be a quick fix. But somebody don't want to lose a relationship. Somebody is moving away from toxicity and moving into a relationship to heal. I know that's right. Let's see. We already. Oh, this sickness. Who gonna be sick? Who gonna be sick about it? Whoever was causing struggles, fiery struggles, that 5 of Wands energy. Whoever was trying to start troubles with y'all, look, at the beginning of the day, they wake up mad. Okay? Wake up trying to confuse you or start, keep, how do you say, bias. Remember that entitled energy, like somebody feels like they entitled to somebody's energy at the beginning of the day. Whoever that person is, they gonna be sick. Whoever was so passionate to cause struggles, whoever had that attitude that was just angry and fiery or keeping people confused or mad at the beginning of the day, woke up, you mad, you ain't brush your teeth. Yeah, trying to keep somebody confused and stuck and holding that place. Whoever is having those money issues or trying to stop somebody's money, yeah, they're gonna be sick about the situation. Said don't get comfortable. What goes around comes around. Wow. Let's see what else I wanted to oh, the ancestor energy. We got shameful legacy, ancestors, and trust fund. They say, do you know your ancestors? So let's see about the ancestors. Who are the ancestors they're surrounding? Because I told you it's a feminine energy, earth sign, water sign, or a lady. They have a lot of spiritual activity. There's a whole lot of orbs around that person. So their lineage might go back far, far, far. Who is these ancestors? Look, 10 of Cups. Somebody you had a strong emotional bond to, or you feel a strong emotional bond to. They sending messages. Whoever this ancestor is, you had a strong emotional bond to. They sending messages. And if you don't feel it, Spirit is saying, do the seeking. Seek out. Who is it? 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups energy, philosophy, yeah, they sending you, remember it said the teachings, something about the teachings, the proverbs, the precepts, the general rules. This ancestor could have gave you the basic rules. This could have been somebody you know from a child, right? 9 of Cups energy. 9 of Cups energy, wish fulfillment. This ancestor could have had a drinking problem or just like to indulge in a drink every now and then. Spirit said they around you because they want you to stay on your toes. Okay, I know that's right. You know, they see how restless you are. They see the moves that you're trying to make, and they want to help you have that ultimate fairy tale, that ultimate feeling, that wish fulfillment. They want that for you. These ancestors do. Whoever this ancestor is, yeah, they see how you've been uncomfortably. They see how your money been threatened. This ancestor could have went through. See, and I was just about to pull on that, the shameful legacy. This ancestor might have went through money problems or health problems or just stability problems, right? And they see how they know how uncomfortable it makes you, or they know how not paying attention to the messages or not paying attention to the general rules or the truths or the advice. They know how it could cause these financial straits. It say financially a threat. It say financial constraints right here under the ancestors. They don't want to see you go through that. 8 energy says remain open to the messages that your ancestors is trying to give you. Look, somebody needs to let go of destructive habits. Somebody is literally holding on to some things that they need to let go of. could be that shameful legacy. You know, somebody, family, ancestors could have had a shameful legacy, like of being poor, broke, busted, and disgusted. Somebody's holding on to that, and your ancestors saying, don't hold on to that, because you could be the generational cure. You could be the one to change everything. So, let's see what's up with this shameful legacy. Yeah. It says challenging the way out. Yeah, see, the legacy, the shameful legacy is what is trying to keep you stuck. Ace of Swords energy, trying to keep you things for appearing like things that are not. Like, it's the legacy, the shame, like coming from their poor, broke, busted, disgusted energy, right? Is blocking somebody, is challenging the way out. So you have to look beyond that. You have to discover these amazing truths. You have to be opening up to these amazing truths so that your manifestations can line up, so that you won't be in the same situation as them. Challenges, yeah, they look crossing. It's crossing it. They want you to enjoy your rewards. They saying don't get comfortable where you are, because you got stuff to do. For a pinnacle, somebody needs to save. They calling you to save or hold back from giving. They want you to enjoy your rewards. Somebody's ancestors is saying somebody is actually using somebody. Somebody's pretending to care for somebody for their money. And your ancestors is on top of it. They saying quit giving, hold back, and you're going to see the truth. You're going to see the truth. Watch, just hold back and start enjoying your life, your rewards, and watch how your stuff take off. Anything else about this shameful legacy? No, they want you to separate yourself from lack to enjoying rewards. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Right here, the shameful legacy of lack and finances is what you're going to break. You're going to shatter those. Right? That's an illusion. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Crossing. Eight of Pentacles. You got work to do. You do have work. It could be a family business. It could just be the business your family was in. Right? But Spirit said your ancestors, they only want the best around you. Somebody could be having an unexpected encounter with an ancestor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so be open. Be open to the messages. Shameful legacy. Anything else? Let bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones. That was the past. What happened to them, that's not necessarily your story. Hi, Shiloh. Whosoever finds a wife will pay for the rest of his life. Actually, whosoever finds a wife will get paid for the rest of their life. Okay? Whosoever finds a wife finds a good thing and finds favor, finds assistance, finds support, finds service, finds liking, finds merit, finds people that advocate for them, finds support. They gonna get paid for the rest of their life. Whosoever finds a wife. I like that. Let's see. It's some trust fund. Came out about this ancestor messages. So let's see, what about the trust fund, Spirit? What about the trust fund? Says you entitled. Says you entitled. It could be from a definitely from a pow, or because this is King of Pentacles. So somebody that worked for everything. You entitled. The trust fund, you are entitled. It said pay yourself first, direct action. Failure isn't an option. What about this trust fund energy? Winning at any cost. Too many ideas. Somebody trying to keep somebody stuck. Putting ideas in people's head. Somebody gonna be rewarded anyway. What about this trust fund? 2 kings. It's gonna be some sudden changes. It's almost like whatever narrative somebody's trying to spin to keep somebody from receiving 8 of Swords energy, it's not gonna work. You're gonna be rewarded anyway. Look at that. 6 of Swords energy. What about this reward, this trust fund? this trust fund. New tactics, new options, keeping it in limbo. Yeah, somebody, I told you, whoever was coming up with these different narratives trying to keep you from getting it, yeah, they still trying. Let's see, what about this trust fund? They still trying new stuff, new tactics, trying to, oh, look, which they don't need to, because it's enough to share. That's just somebody that's, look, external factors. Like, Spirit said you're going to overcome. It's going to be enough. If they stop, look, they can't outsmart the system. External factors trying to keep you from your trust fund, and they trying everything under the book. It's not gonna work. Yes, it's not gonna work. It's they pride. Five of Swords energy. It's not gonna work. It's illegal. Somebody is trying to stop you from getting your trust fund. They doing illegal things, and they doing it out of revenge. Wow. Spirit said be cautious and use your head, because yeah, they take people out for that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Be cautious. It said pride rages, others' foolishness is short-sighted. Like, they don't even realize really what they doing. Spirit said for you to take a stand. Failure is not an option. You will receive or get what you want. You might gotta get dirty. Use your head. King of Swords is logical, but he got all the information he need. He operate in spirit and in truth. The authorities, the police might get involved. The law might have to get involved, but it'll be worthwhile. That's what Spirit said. It'll be worthwhile. The law might have to get involved, but it'll be worthwhile. So if you feel like you need to call the popos, get you a lawyer, whatever you need to do. Get some help, be cautious. And it said that's how you get on with it. I love that. Trust fund energy. What else did I want to look at? Your abilities. Spirit said to trust your abilities. So let's see what abilities you need to trust in. Spirit, show us what abilities. What abilities? Trust your money, trust your skills. Says see where it goes. Ace of Pentacles. Trust in who you are. Right? Trust your approach. The way that you approach and see things, trust that. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, trust that. You, Spirit say, be honest. Trust that ability of being honest, being that perfectionist, being that hard worker. You are a hard worker. And trust what you know. You got this. Trust that. I was going to say in health, like you are healthy. This is physical. Pentacles are physical. Right? Your money. Trust that whatever money that you have, it is enough. You have enough. The thoughts that you having healthy thoughts. See it through. That's where it says, Spirit says, see where it goes. Look, you're looking for real success. You're about to gain real success. Trust your abilities. It says, trust your strength, your hope, and your power. I like that. Trust your sharp mind. Okay? Trust that you can dig in. Trust that you can get down and dirty for years if you have to. All these pentacles, this are strong foundational things that are instilled in you. Spirit said, trust that you have a sharp mind. You are dignified. Speak the truth at all times. But Spirit said, be aware of being so direct, because sometimes directness brings problems. So it's the way that you deliver it, right? You do have confidence, but it's almost like Spirit is saying, it says it could cause intimidation or misunderstandings. He said you're dirty. Okay, if you speak in dirty, like when you speak, your directness, you might be a little dirty or mouth, right? Sharp-tongued. Be aware that what you're saying is true. You might just have to clean up the way you're saying it. I had that kind of incidents happen this past week, right? I was giving a message on Facebook, make sure you check out the description box because all my other social media links is in the description box. And I was going on a live, and I was going live, and yeah, my mom told me I need to retract the statement. And I said, no, I cannot retract it because I believe in what I was saying. And I asked her to give me a chance to explain before she critiqued it and told me to retract it. And so this is like one of the first times ever that me and my mom actually did. Like, she was like, okay. It was like, what? Okay. And so I explained, and she was like, what you said was right. It's how you said it. So be aware, because they said sometimes when you say stuff in the wrong way, it's like a gold ring in a pig's nose. Even though it's a gold ring, you can't dress up no pig. A pig is a pig. So be aware of the dirty language. But trust in what you're saying, though. Trust in what you're saying. What else? What else did I want to look at? Stop stalling. Stop stalling on what? Stop stalling on following your spirit guides, doing what you know to be true. Stop stalling on taking the advice that's to help you, get stronger. Oh, I saw that. That's the humbleness. I was looking for that. When Spirit said to be humble, it came out in the divine masculine energy. Like, remember to be humble. Whatever you do, remember to be humble. Remember to be humble. Rapid progress. What's up with this rapid progress? Yeah, from being oppressed. You're about to have something to celebrate. It's a done deal. Look at that. 9 of Cups. They try to hold you back from your 9 of Cups, try to oppress you and keep you from your healing, from your 9 of Cups, try to keep you confused. Spirit said, don't worry about that. You're about to overcome that. Says maybe you should stay home. Why? Yeah, because it's some underlying stuff. It says trying to get away with something. Youthful innocence. Okay, stay home tonight. Your kids might be trying to get away with something. Your kids might have felt like they want to sneak out tonight or something. Somebody is trying to get away with something. So Spirit said, stay home tonight. Somebody trying to sneak away, sneak out. 7 of Swords energy. Strategize. Somebody could be, and I hate this because it says an iron grip on destructive habits and youthful innocence is right here. Somebody could be actually abusing a child out here. So tonight will be the night that you catch them in the act. Spirit said tonight, stay home tonight. Okay? It could you could save your child's innocence, or you could save your innocence, your relationships. Right? Somebody's acting coy. They acting like they don't know what's going on, but yes, they do. 7 up. And it's a personal issue, a family issue. That's why he says stay at home. 77. That's somebody trying to keep you confused. And it's a feminine energy. Queen of Cups. So somebody was abusive. If your children be acting timid around certain feminine energy. Remember, feminine energies could be a what's the queen of it's Scorpio energy. It's Scorpio energy. But if you know somebody's been like, if your children, you know how children act when, not even just children, even grown people act, kind of like timid around certain people. Pay attention to that. But this is Scorpio energy. Scorpio 2 times. 6 of Cups, Queen of Cups. So be aware. Save the children. Save the children, Lord. Yeah, Holy Spirit, activate. You understand me? I hope somebody get it. Somebody might be going to jail, might have to call the laws. You know what I'm saying? But Knight of Swords energy. Rushing in quick, fast, and in a hurry. So if somebody call you, yeah, pay attention, take heed. Take heed. Final message for this section. Somebody don't like to listen. Somebody do not like to listen. But whoever don't like to listen, let them stay closed. Let them stay closed out there. Somebody's just a hopeless cause, a narcissist, egotistical narcissist, and they have a whole lot of promise, a whole lot of potential. But Spirit said put emotions aside, because just because they have potential to do it don't mean they're gonna do it. Like somebody just refusing to listen, right? Whosoever finds a wife finds a good thing, finds favor. Whoever finds this message have found a good thing, have found favor. Spirit said trailblaze and let emotions reign and declare it. That's just exactly what it looked like. Whoever standing in this emperor energy, turning truth to power, this majestic person, whoever having confidence in themselves to use this message, whoever have confidence to explore the paths that the Most High put before them, whoever is making space for their gifts, recognizing God, they spirit guides, being a source of inspiration, whoever is ready to move with an open heart. Spirit said trailblaze and declare it. Like the last message said, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Create these strong foundations and free yourself. I want to be free. Oh Lord, I want to be free. I'm going to pull some of my angel, my deck, my oracle deck, and then we go pull and see who these frenemies is. Then we go get up out of here, and I'm going to go eat me a little something. Especially we need to see. Oh, somebody's fancy, huh? Spirit say check the expiration date. Ain't no rear view mirrors, and look at all these dates. It's a dog. It's over with for a dog. Right? An end, something long overdue. Yeah, whoever, look, this runner. Somebody running. They like it's long overdue. Oh, and don't forget to tip our angel. Cash out me, PayPal me. Everything you need is in the description box if you so decide to donate to this channel and watch us grow. You already see over the time, over the years, how we always changing and doing different things, right? You never know where you might find an angel. Oh, it says hurricane, hurry up and buy. If you are in one of those states along the East Coast, I know they have a hurricane on the way. So it might be time for y'all to go ahead and stock up, right? It says hurricane, hurry up and buy. 99.99% it will be hitting where you are or where your family is. Let somebody know. If it's not you, it's them, somebody in your energy. I love that, Jay. 99.99% J. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's one step closer, one step higher, searching, deep cleansing. Oh, this hurricane is gonna be a deep cleansing for the East Coast. 99.9% of y'all. Wow. So we got reframe. We got reframe here. Reframe. Reframe from what? Let's see. Look, I might have to let's see. Reframe from what? Ooh, somebody need to reframe from a new phase or preparing for union with somebody. Yeah, somebody is stalking or need a new perspective about something. Like, don't move forward yet. That's where that pause energy came out with that buffalo, divine feminine energy. Pause and consider your relationships. What sustains you? Spirit said, be mindful, divine feminine. Things are better. Things are better. Look, we got the divine dime. You might be connected to divine, right? Karma and dharma. It goes both ways. Today, I mean, this year is a 9 year. This is the year that things, people, places are being well aware of what's going on. Things from the past. And think about it. Refrain from digging things up from the past, too. Spirit said, don't force it. It's time to level up. 666 energy. I don't know where I got six. Look, there's a six right there, but I don't know where I got 666. 666 is refrain from temptation. So somebody out there might be tempted to force something. Spirit said, don't force it. Refrain from it. Or it could be significant. But Spirit said, don't force it. It's time to level up. It's time to expand. There's that six energy. It says, play your part. Play your role. Wedding. Great news, but honesty is the key. We got that E energy. I think E is 5. A, B, C, D, E, E. Yeah, E is the 5. This is the change. This is the desires. Somebody desiring change. This is your desire. Somebody is desiring to get nasty with somebody. Or somebody's desiring to work out and just become better whole overall. So I don't know. Especially look, if they eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, I don't know. I don't know about that Kentucky Fried Chicken because you know that Kentucky Fried Chicken has said that KFC is people. I don't know. KFC. We got a Barb and a Karen here. But it's a Barb and a Karen that might be scared. Somebody could be scared. Somebody could be tucking something too. Be aware of tucking or keeping something tucked, right? Keeping something hidden. Spirit say keep your head on a swivel. You about to be paid back, okay? You about to be paid back. Or somebody is keep your head on the swivel. It could be this Barb or it could be this Karen. They're going to be paid back and say keep your head on the swivel. You about to get paid back. And 2 chains, blessings go keep flowing and flowing. I love that. The blessings just keep flowing and flowing. Yeah, I feel like for whoever is playing their part, whoever is taking the necessary precautions and hurrying up and buying what they need and getting what they need and using what they need, whoever is not forcing the situation, just doing their part, I feel like that's who is chained to this blessing. Oh, we got MK. Ultra. We got mind control. MK Ultra Beauty. So somebody could be in the beauty business or somebody could just be beautiful. The 6 did come out. Right? Somebody could like makeup or be a makeup artist with their Ultra energy. But MK, mind control. Somebody about to make some historical moves, right? Some historical moves. Somebody could live in a museum district or just like going to the museum, right? Or somebody could be letting the past have a strong hold on them. Chained. Somebody could be chained to something from the past, right? 2 things, 2 entities, 2 ideas that are outdated that need to be changed. I don't know. But we got to see. And we got renege. Yeah, we got refrain and renege out here. I feel like somebody is it's going to make history and somebody change their mind or renege on something. I feel like that's going to make history because people not going to be expecting that. We got Australia. It could be that Australian energy. We talked about that. The Australians is trying to implement the tattoos that you can either talk to or whatever they got going on with the tattoos, but that's embedded that you can do stuff like social media or texting or whatever it is. You go check it out. We'll talk about that later. But it's gonna make history. I feel like a lot of people is gonna refrain from it, is not gonna want to do it, or Australia is gonna refrain from it, like pull out at the last minute. I don't know, but something is going on about refraining in Australia, or if you in Australia don't get it right, restrain from it. Australia, Hawaii is out here. It's a treasure chest out here. Look, somebody's having a moment. I told you. Yeah, somebody done told you. I told you, so be aware. We got H out here. That yeah, this ain't that. Don't get the arm thing. I know it's a time when things have to, you have to embrace certain things, But Spirit say be good to yourself first, right? That's not that. 808, the 808 is a lower frequency. So this moment is coming from recognizing that what they trying to do is a lower frequency. Refrain from tapping into these lower frequencies. We got Pepper, Pig, and Gaia out here. Ancestral messages. Somebody could have that pig spirit. Remember we said you can't dress up no pig. Even with Pepper, somebody trying to make something like flavorful or whatever, or give flavor to somebody, or take out. No, you can't. You can't dress up no pig, okay? But that's my spirit guide messages, my ancestor messages. Somebody could have had a pet that passed over, an aunt that passed over, a couple of pets that passed over that you feel connected to. Yeah. But somebody's trying to spice some things up. Oh, somebody trying to spice some things up because they say you is all theirs. They say it's all mines, baby. All mines, brick by brick. Look, you make somebody weak. Weak in the knees. West Virginia, if that hurricane, remember, hurry up and buy. West Virginia. Kentucky, West Virginia is out here. Hurry up and buy. But somebody said you all theirs. You make them weak. Right? You make them weak. Then we got the UK out here on the distant horizon. It's like you already know who it is. Yeah, you already know who it is. You already know this is a real one. And somebody wants you. They like, if I die tonight, they just really want you to know that you was a real one. Or they want you to know that they was a real one. You got school here. It could have been somebody you went to school with. Somebody that you went to school with could be thinking that. But on the distant horizon, we got California. California love, California dreams. I don't know, but you make somebody weak and pay up again. That's 2 times that the Arcana Angel card tipped the angel came up. So make sure you get your blessings, because he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor and support. And I thank and love everybody. Thank y'all for supporting me. Make sure you check out that description box. Thank you for your support, your prayers. You already know it do make me weak. If I died tonight, I'll be so happy just because I have accomplished some goals and some milestones just on this channel that I never thought I would. I didn't force it. I kind of let it happen naturally. I worked hard though. Like I said, you can see over the years how the channel has changed, right? You can see that. Look, at last, that thing be thinking. High power, big brother. The big O, at last. Somebody might need a drink. Say it ain't wrong. If you want to drink today, it ain't wrong. That thing be thinking. Big bro, that thing be thinking. You understand me? Oh, Louisiana Downs. Lottery winner did come out in the energy of, I think that was yesterday. And you know, this energy lasts from 3 to 10 days. So if you play the lottery, you might win. Some of y'all have played the lottery and have lost it all. Make sure that if you do come up on a financial windfall, if you do win, the bag, okay? Bags on bags on bags, enough to pay the shipping costs, okay? Make sure that you make the right investments, because some people get all that money and just invest in the wrong people, wrong places, or wrong things. So be aware of that. Keep your mind on your grind. You are the master builder. You do have divine protection and divine blessings on the way. I love that. Check on your strong friends, right? We all have to do those things. Somebody could be missing you too. We got Missouri out here. Somebody that you could have been passionate with. But look at the situation both ways, right? Check on your strong friends. So I'm gonna pull. Let's see who these frenemies is. Check on your strong friends, not the weak ones, not your frenemies. You might have to check on your frenemies too, because it said look both ways. Look both ways. Yeah, some stuff underneath the surface. Oh, we got Tucker. Tucker. Somebody could like to listen to a Tucker. Somebody could be in the South like I am. Y'all know Spirit Led Cornbread Big. I'm in the South. I listen to a couple of his songs, but I'm not a big Tucker fan. I was a big Tuck fan. Shout out D-Town again. You know what I'm saying? But let's see who these. Let's call out these frenemies. Spirit Led Cornbread Fed. This was important news. Spirit said, follow your inner voice. Spirit says, just know that it is some other people that do exist out in the world. And if you compromise, like getting to know these different people, these different cultures, what can you gain? Somebody is breaking, somebody could be breaking out of ICE, breaking away from ICE and immigration. I don't know. Somebody wanted their way. They say it's their way or the highway. They are not humble at all. Self-absorbed. Easily intimidated. These are the energies around these frenemies. End of the legs. Okay. Yeah. High pressure situation. End of them putting you in high pressure situations. Yeah, them ain't your friends. Your friends ain't gonna put you in no high pressure situations. I talked about that on my live when my cousin was like, do I need to come down there? And I was like, nah, baby. I would never put somebody I love in a situation like that. So just know those are not your friends that keep you in situations like that. That's amazing truth. Let's see who we got out here. We got the Queen of... Who's the Queen of Pentacles? Taurus. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Somebody grandma, somebody wear granny panties. Household energy, somebody you live with, somebody you have celebrated with. Frenemy, of course. Like this is somebody that you probably seen at your grandma's house. So it could be, it says somebody that they didn't graduate though. So if it's somebody you went to school with, they didn't graduate. But you might have celebrated a homecoming with or something. Yeah, this is, ooh, somebody you was intimate with. Oh my God, it's a frenemy. They're not real. Somebody you actually lived with is not real. You was intimate with. They not real. Spirit say do some seeking. 8 of Cups energy. So we got Pisces energy, Aries energy, Taurus energy, Cancer energy. We got this Cancer energy out here. It says let bygones be bygones, or they want you to let bygones be bygones, but they been acting fishy, or they got a fish smell about them. Something about this Cancer. I don't know. We got masculine Gemini. Says men cry. They probably made you cry. Or this frenemy could have been a Gemini that made you cry. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't a man, it could have just been a man that made you cry. Or a woman that made a man cry. Like, that's how exhausted this person is mentally. If it's a man, because it takes a lot to make a man cry. So, wow. Frenemies. Mentally tired. Somebody's trying to do magic on you. Who is this? We got Aquarius energy, any air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It says, don't be misled. They trying to challenge your way out. So whoever this is that is shedding tears, they doing it because they trying to keep a hold on you. Okay, they're trying to keep you stuck mentally and physically. Like they don't want you to they don't want you to get out. They don't want you to get away. So be aware. Don't let them use tears, right? Somebody that you really thought you had a strong connection with, or you did have a strong emotional connection with, but they wasn't grateful for it. That's why spirits, that's Pisces energy. They wasn't grateful. Aries energy. The beginning, something like I said, somebody that was there from when you was a little one at your grandma's house. It could have been a cousin. Because we got cousins out here. We got brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles, somebody that was there at the beginning of the story. So this could be an older person because it say granny panty. Somebody granny literally is against them and not for them. And that's because you are great and they know it, and they stuck in that lack energy from the shameful legacy. But it says that be glad about it, that you finding this out now, right? But it's somebody that was there from way long time ago. We got Aquarius energy again. Somebody that tried to outsmart you, tried to beat you. Somebody that have a whole lot of pride. We got that egotistical and narcissist out here. Aquarian energy. Somebody that could have went to jail, tried to outsmart the laws and didn't get away with it. Somebody that needs to prioritize Aries energy, or need to not be concerned with you, right? Somebody that's concerned with what you got going on, and they don't need to be concerned. They call you early in the morning trying to see what you got going on. They the first ones trying to reach out so they can plan their day around your day. Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy, could be somebody that you work with, somebody that you share lunch with, somebody that you have shared with, whether it was lunch, whether it was food, money, something physical that you shared. You could have shared a car with. Something that you shared with this person, or you share with this person, they enemy. Spirit said, don't get comfortable. Virgo energy. Don't get comfortable. Definitely work. Work habits. Eight of Pentacles, working. Don't get comfortable with these people. That have came out before. Getting too comfortable with people at your job. Like, don't get too comfortable with people that you work with, right? Because they just probably trying to steal your ideas. Short mind, because you got a short mind. So be aware of the lines you cross at work, from being co-workers to taking them home to your house and court. Look, it came right back out. Queen of Swords energy. A boss, a leader, a mentor, a spiritualist, a manager. Your manager is somebody's manager. Somebody's manager is prideful. Like, if you work at a job and you have a manager, yeah, they short-sighted, because they just can't believe how smart you are, how smart you are. They emotions is getting the best of them. If y'all crossed the line and had an affair or some kind of personal relationship with your manager or boss, they emotional about it, right? They emotional about it. So be aware of crossing the lines with this boss, okay, this manager, this workplace affair. Who else? What's this? Capricorn? Somebody's children is upset with them. You might have too many kids. They can't forgive you for having. Somebody might have a whole bunch of kids, and they just really can't forgive you for having all these kids. I saw that with one family. I think they had like 15 or 12 kids, and they was announcing another kid, and the oldest kids was like rolling their eyes like, oh my God, they could not believe it, right? They couldn't believe it. Even though they forgive you, but this just puts them at a crossroads in their life. It makes your children feel stuck. So if somebody have a whole lot of kids, Gemini energy, Libra energy, somebody's children could definitely feel kind of stuck at a crossroads. For whatever reason, it could be having other kids. It could be your success. They could feel like somebody's kids could feel like you trying to stop their success. Somebody's woman could feel like you trying to stop them from moving forward or having something real. Somebody's woman is trying to stop them from having a real intimate connection and keep them from receiving wish fulfillment. Like, they don't want you to move on. That ties into the message. Like, somebody's do not want somebody to move on from them. So be aware. Your woman is trying to keep you stuck. Okay? Yeah, Spirit say pain is necessary. Just go on and forgive them and get the up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Look, they don't want to let go, baby. You understand me? They taking it very personal that you want to fly the coop. Fly the coop. Who else? Is it anybody else that's afraid of me? We got Cancer. We got Leo. All closed eyes, not sleep. Just because they ain't saying nothing about it, don't mean they don't know nothing about it. Okay, somebody is in limbo. That's that person that's kept in the placeholder energy. This counts as trying some new stuff, trying some new options. They don't like to listen. Yeah, they're a hopeless cause. Trying to block whatever you got going on. Don't want you to speak your truth. Somebody don't want you to speak your truth. We got Leo, energy, Cancer. We got Gemini. Somebody, it ain't no quick fix to something. Somebody could be embarrassed about a situation, and that's what they don't want you. Yeah, they don't want you to speak about a situation. Cancer energy. They want to move forward. Be aware. Leo energy and Knight of Pentacles energy. Somebody is armed with a tool out here, a toolie. You know what I'm saying? That being energy, right? If I up that, we won't be broke no more. Okay, so be aware of somebody coming in from the past, external. This is public, in public. Somebody that's trying to. It's almost like somebody. Be aware of your surroundings, because this is almost like getting robbed in broad daylight, right? Letting curiosity lead. Like, this is almost like, look, Spirit said be cautious. It's almost like getting robbed in broad daylight. So be cautious. Yeah, some exciting times on the way. Sagittarius energy. It's the Sagittarius that could be looking at somebody's money for gain. Remember, we said somebody pretending to care for somebody because of what they got. That's dirty right there. Enemies. Wow, it's a lot of stuff going on out here. And these are people that's supposed to be for you. With friends like this who need enemies, right? Somebody that you talk to, trying to receive advice from. Somebody that you thought was a good person, but really not. You got Scorpio energy. Somebody that talk to, or y'all talk to the same person. King of Pentacles energy. I think that's Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn energy. Somebody that's feel like they entitled to what you work for. Ain't that some how they entitled to? Because y'all been knowing each other for a long time. So I feel like some of y'all got a friend around y'all that y'all been knowing for a long time. Rooted. Yeah, they spy on you and everything. Yeah, you activate them. When you do something, that make them want to do something. So you'll be able to tell, like, it's like whatever you do, I can do better. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of these people around you from your childhood that you triggered. They only around you feeding off your energy. Anything you can do, I can do better. Look, Two of Pentacles. Be aware, because somebody's mail carrier could be digging in your mail, looking in your mail. Somebody's looking in your mail. This is Two of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. So strong Capricorn. Yeah, they looking for something in your mail. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. It could go either way. And they not gonna stop until you find them. They go keep looking until, maybe that's why Spirit says stay home tonight. You go find out who been going. So they might be going through your mail at night. It might not be the mail carrier. For some of y'all, it's the mail carrier. But for some of y'all, it's this Capricorn that's waiting and going through your stuff at night. Capricorn, Sagittarius. Strong Sagittarius energy. That's probably that person that's on drugs, because the rock star, the King of Knight of Wands energy came out. And that's when, at nighttime, that's when people, they looking for some money. At nighttime, that's when people on drugs be moving around, right? And somebody is around a Libra that makes them feel real uncomfortable, right? Just always trying to keep them confused or in some stuff. Baffled. Uncomfortable. Baffled, trying to keep your money messed up. Financial threats. Always trying to keep you in something. Somebody is dealing with a Libra that's playing both sides. They could be bisexual. Because it say bi on here. It go either way. Somebody's friend is bisexual, or you might be bisexual and it's making somebody feel uncomfortable. King of Swords energy, Aquarius energy says use your head. Somebody's having an unexpected encounter, and it's a cook, a love situation. What else about these frenemies? You versus you. They want you to think it's you versus you, but they're a smooth criminal. So this is somebody that keep on saying, ain't no competition, baby girl, baby boy, homie, you got it. And then they be the main ones behind the scene trying to compete where they can't compare. So be aware. Somebody could have a weird walk funny. Somebody could work in the military, or somebody could work in law enforcement, or somebody could just be smart as I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, work in politics. Somebody could work in politics. Whoever is somebody out here that's making a debacle out of some stuff. We got Scorpio energy says it'll be the worst idea. The worst idea to do what? To stop doing what you doing. So somebody is Scorpio energy out here. Virgo in wait, Seven of Pentacles is not Virgo. Taurus. Scorpio, Taurus. They don't want to give up on something. But it's the worst if they don't give up. Spirit say you don't stop. But if they don't stop, it's going to be the worst thing they ever did. It's personal. Somebody you deal with on a personal level. A black sheep. So either somebody feel like you naive and don't know what's going on. Yeah, they about to find out. Yeah, they trying too hard. Virgo energy, they trying too hard. Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus. Somebody got a weird walk out here. Aquarian energy, they trying to get away with it. They is just definitely trying to get away with it. What they trying to get away with? Trying to make you fail. They trying to make you fail. They trying to get away with an encounter. They trying to get away with spending time or causing confusion or dividing somebody's attention. They trying to get away with getting some kind of attention. This is a frenemy. Little treats. They gonna try to use those gifts. That's that gift horse we was talking about. Spirit said take a stand or risk losing a relationship. It'll be worthwhile. So, wow, take a stand against these frenemies, okay? If you see it, you speak on it. Speak truth to power. Anyway, that's been the message. I hope that you gained something from it, because if you did, you're likely to prosper soon. Spirit said the one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. And I believe that on everything, right? Clarity, truth, revelations. It says he heals the brokenhearted. He heals the brokenhearted. And look what's right up under that. Heartbroken. Whoever's been feeling lost, in despair, in the midst of a breakup, deeply hurt or sad, he heals the brokenhearted. So get the wisdom, get the understanding that you need. Don't worry, there's plenty of people interested in you. You will be getting a call. Could be from somebody that's missing you, ghosting you. I don't know. But you know, I'm no Arcana Angel. I'll pull your card. If anybody want me to pull their card before I get this put up, just let me know. Aw, you're welcome, Foxy Tail. How you doing? I'm glad you found this video. Make sure you subscribe, because whoever finds a wife finds a good thing, finds favor. And I've been a wife 2 times. So that's double the blessings for your stresses, baby. I went through it so you don't have to go through it. You understand me? Look at what I cut the deck on. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Okay. Who is that too hot for Australia? Did you get that message about Australia? Like, what they in Australia is that? Are you in Australia now? Because I had questions about this implant or whatever they doing in Australia. Like Spirit said, don't get it. Don't get it. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I don't know. I want to know from somebody that's there because I'm in South Texas. Well, I'm in East Texas, in the south of the map of the United States. But I want to know what is going on. Oh, you are. So what's going on with this implants? This stuff they trying to put in your skin, like the phones or whatever. What is it? Can you tell me what's going on? Because I seen a little bit of it, but I didn't catch it. I'm a little slow. As fast as I am, I'm a little slow. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you. That's what we do it for. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. And the words reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. And look, Proverbs 12:18. The message came from Proverbs 18:22. So that's the confirmation that we need. Whosoever finds a wife. Whosoever. Don't let them trick you into thinking it's just men. Because whosoever finds a wife, that means when you run into people that have been there, that have played their role, pay attention. Until next time, if y'all don't have any personal questions. Oh, namaste. I recognize the divine in you. If you don't have any personal questions, I am going to go and have me a spot of tea, piece of chicken or something. We call it yard bird down here in the south. But until next time, make sure that you look at things from a different perspective. Embrace endings. That's what Spirit said. A lot of this stuff have been much overdue, long overdue closures that we needed to have. Spirit said be optimistic, be witty, be funny, be playful. You are the center of attention, whether you believe it or not. And just look at stuff, approach life with a new outlook. Till next time, namaste.